Welcome to Packet Pilots. In today's session, we will show you how to configure basic OSPF on Juniper Junos devices. In this lab setup, we have router 1 with a direct point-to-point link to router 2 over port GE0. Then also on port GE1, we have directly connected host PCs for testing. Here I am showing the current interface configuration. The next step will be to go to Protocols OSPF and add the required configuration. We will be using Area 0 for this exercise. Under Area 0, add the point-to-point interface. OSPF neighborship will be formed over this interface. So this far we have added the most basic configuration to get OSPF working between these two routers. Using the Show OSPF Neighbor command will show you the current state. Here you can see it's still in the two-way state. It has now moved to the EX start state. And now it is in the full state. This means that the OSPF is now in a working state between the two routers. Looking at the routing table, we can see that there is no OSPF routes present yet, or at least not the PC networks yet. So there are several options to advertise routes in OSPF. One option we will explore now. Here we will add the PC network's connected interface port GE1 as part of the OSPF configuration. We will configure them as passive as they will not form any neighborships, but they need to be seen in the OSPF database. Notice on the PCAP file as I update the OSPF, an update packet is also shared between the routers. Looking at the routing table, you will see there are some OSPF routes now. PC1 subnet is now learned as a OSPF route on router 2. Same can be seen on router 1. Please note that route is seen as a OSPF internal route with a preference of 10. Looking at the OSPF routing database, you can see the route being learned as an intra-network route. The ping on PC1 to PC2 indicates communication is working. We will explore a second option and the most used. We will configure a routing policy to inject specific routes into the OSPF protocol and then exporting those injected routes to OSPF peers. This provides much flexibility and control and will enable you to inject various types of routes into OSPF. Where with option 1 it is a quick setup but is limited to directly connected networks only. As soon as you need to use static routes etc., this next option remains the best. Here we have created a routing policy with a term called direct. We have a match criteria of protocol direct and matching the route exactly as it is in the routing table. We then also add a close down term called reject. Now we go back to OSPF configuration stanza and add it as an export policy under the protocol. Based on the output on router 1, you can now see that the route is present in the routing table and also learned as a OSPF external route. We will now do the same, create a routing policy and export it from router 1 to router 2. That is the end of the session. We will have another more advanced session in next coming videos. Hope you learned something today.